Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. I'm overly chirpy today. I don't know why, because I've got no reason to be, and I'm joined by the main man, Bernard.
Yeah, cheer me up. You cheer me up now being overly chirpy. Not that we have any reason to be, as you said, but hey, it's life's life, isn't it?
Life. You've got to move on. You've got to keep going forwards, because you've got to keep going forwards. We're here to talk about Erling Haaland. Okay, a couple of things, but mainly about what potential outcome he could face because of his outburst at the end of the game against Spurs. Obviously, we drew 3-3. Haaland missed a sitter in that first half. I'm not happy about that. I've made my comments about him missing good chances before. I'm not saying that was...
You'd say it was sort of cow's arse and banjo, wasn't it, coming to mind?
I'm not saying it was a difference between us winning and drawing the game, but it was.
Well, it is because if you can go 2-1 up and then 3-1 up and 4-1 up, perhaps game over.
Yeah. Which is what I was hoping against a weak and poor Spurs side. But we're talking about what happened in, was it the 94th, 95th minute when Haaland was fouled. A foul that deserved a yellow card, I may add. He was on his ass, he was on the floor. He got up immediately, and the ref waved play on. We can see that in the video, in the replays. Haaland popped the ball through to Grealish, who was onside. Grealish was through 1-on-1. Now, all City fans say, yeah, Grealish was going to score. He was going to score. I think the chances of Grealish scoring were about 25% because, one, he has to outrun the defenders who are chasing him. I don't think he can do that. And two, he has to beat the keeper. And we've seen Jack Grealish hasn't scored too many goals this season, or last season, or season before. He's not really that clinical. But hey, let's be positive and say he would have scored. So as the ball arrives at Jack Grealish and he's going through, ref blows his whistle for a free kick. Now, I haven't seen the reason behind him blowing up. I haven't heard that yet, because I don't understand it. I honestly do not understand it. This is Simon Hooper. Haaland's on the floor. He plays a quick free kick. The referee has his hands up, says basically saying play on. He didn't have a whistle anywhere near his mouth. It's only when the ball arrives at Grealish's feet that the ref blows his whistle for the free kick. And honestly, I cannot accept any explanation, because if he hadn't seen Grealish, then why did he let Haaland take the quick free kick? He must have known there was a reason for it. Did he think Haaland was going to have a pop at goal? That's why he let him play. I don't know. I cannot believe, and I can't put it down to sheer incompetence. This goes beyond incompetence. It goes beyond incompetence. Okay, that's one side of it. That's something else that people will discuss and debate I think, for weeks, because it was a terrible decision from Simon Hooper. But it's Haaland's reaction. And look, we accept that reaction from Haaland, because if we'd been in his shoes, we'd have been effing and blinding as well. Absolutely. Okay. Haaland, who was, I believe, already on a yellow card, bawling at the referee. After the game, he was effing and blinding, because I've seen this stuff on Sky, and they've had to, put a whatever bleep or fuzzy out his mouth, because he's basically effing and blinding. He was mad. He was livid, and absolutely quite rightly so. But that's not the issue. The issue is going to be what might happen now, because I've seen it, in some of the papers, online, on the radio. They're saying Haaland should be punished for that. If he'd been punished at the time and got a booking, you can understand why, because that was dissent, that was disrespecting the referee and everything else. But you can also understand why he did it. The risk is now that they're going to push for a retrospective punishment, and to say, I don't understand it, because normally retrospective punishments are if it should have been a red card. They don't go back and give a yellow card. So I think it's an unusual situation. But people want him to be punished. People want him to be missing a game. So what's your not the take on the referee's decision, because that was shocking, but what's your take on Haaland's reaction and what might happen subsequently?
Well, as fans, we want to see it, don't we? Want to see someone angry. Of course we do, as fans.
Yeah.
I did say in the first half to my lad, if Haaland went tomorrow, I think we'd adapt. I said, after that miss, I think it was after that miss of his. So if he does get retrospectively bad, I'm not overly worried in fairness. But I want to see that passion. Of course, I want to see that passion. But, obviously... it's funny how Grealish reacted, wasn't it? Grealish sort of reacted, oh, thank God for that. I don't have to try and get a goal. He didn't waste any time stopping. Put it this way, he didn't waste any time stopping running when the referee blew the whistle. So, yeah, I mean, he was relieved. Obviously, perhaps Grealish should show that passion as well, but I think he was just happy that he didn't have that. He didn't have that. He didn't have to bottle it, if you like. So that was good. But no, I like to see that from him. Of course I do. I mean, Haaland's that's what he does when he scores. He's very out there. I mean, if he wasn't doing that, we'd be a bit unhappy. He's supposed to be a City fan as a kid. That's what we'd all do, isn't it? But yes, there is a lack, and I think it piles down to a lack that I've seen this season, a little bit of discipline from City players generally. I'm not impressed with Walker as captain. I don't think he should be captain. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he controls the players or cajoles the players or gets us the right frame of mind for some games. I've been very disappointed with Walker. I like him as a player, of course we do. He has his down moments, his up moments. But I think it's just general lack of discipline. You think of Grealish getting booked for the stupid kicking the ball away.
Yeah.
Rodri getting booked unnecessarily when he, with a big game coming up, booked against Villa and miss Luton. Would it have been a bigger problem? Of course it wouldn't. It's all about bit up here as well. Yeah. And that's just general. I think Haaland's just in the general malaise. We're not playing that well. We're not doing that well. He's a little bit upset. We keep taking leads in games and then losing it. Not that Haaland was fantastic. Couple of assists, I think, last night. But, he had his own problems, of course. Yeah. And he's frustrated. But, there's ways of doing it. And he perhaps should have done it as he's done it in the past, where he's done it with a little bit of humour, hasn't he, when he's got angry in the past. Yeah. He totally lost it. But I think it's just a reflection of the team at the moment and how we're playing and what we're doing. And it just came out. And if he does get punished, I'm not going to cry about it. He probably deserves it for that reaction. But all credit to him. That's how we all react. I mean, if I'd have been in front of Simon, who probably wouldn't have done too much different,
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd have used choice language, and I would definitely have gesticulated at Simon Hooper and questioned. I would have probably questioned his parenthood, questioned his, excuse me, a lot of other things about Simon Hooper, because it was a shocking decision. But unfortunately, you can't show that kind of reaction. As I said earlier, it will be interesting to see if he's taken to task over his reaction. But there's another thing. It's the word corollary. I can't even say it. Not Corolla, as in Toyota Corolla. Corollary. I can't say that. But Haaland popped something out on social media. So there was someone to put a tweet up, the picture of the referee waving play on or whatever, and Haaland had put WTF. Now, come on, guys, you must know what WTF means. It means what the
flip.
What the feck. And there's people saying he should get done for that. You can't question. He's done it in lesser of a way than others have done it, but this I think potentially has the risk of if they can't find a way to ban him for what he did after the game, or at the time and after the game, if they can't find a way to give him a retrospective red card or something, this is how they can find a way by saying you're disrespectful. We're going to ban you for one game. Or 3 games to make an example of him. So I think it's his social media post that might be the doing of him rather than anything else. Do you think he should be done for his social media post?
No, but it's nothing, mate. It isn't really anything, is it? I don't know what they're allowed and what they're not allowed to say at the end of the day. Putting WTF against it for me is nothing. Absolutely bog all. I mean, they're gonna. All right, I'd rather him get banned for his reaction on the pitch than a WTF on social media. You may as well give up if that's looked at and deemed to be bannable. Forget it. Forget football in general. Let's just go. I don't know. Let's just start playing conkers or something. I don't know. Forget it.
Someone's going to push for it because it's City. You know,
and the only positive thing is every pundit, even the anti-City ones, said Hooper was wrong. I've not seen a lot of social media this morning to see what the reaction is to Haaland and whether the pundits are coming out and slagging him off. Probably because for every point we gain, we go to every step forward we
Everybody's
take.
Happy. Everybody's happy.
Back. So there's bound to be, but
everybody's happy because City didn't win.
We'll take it, whatever it is. We'll take it. That's the situation we're in at the moment as a club. We've just got to start not behaving, but we've got to start working as a club, working as a team, working as a squad. And the back room guys have got to be doing the same. It's at the moment we just need to, that trench sort of war. We just need to get together now as fans and a club. And say it's not, that sounds as though again back to Mike Long and it's a bad season. It's not particularly, but we just need to sort ourselves out. We just need to get a grip, basically.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. We will see what happens in the next few days, whether Haaland is charged for his behaviour. City have been charged. City will be charged for the behaviour of their players, and they'll be fined. I hope Simon Hooper gets the same fine that City get for his cock up. I mean, Pep after the game said, people make mistakes, but Pep, he didn't mean that. He wanted to say a lot more, but he knows you say a lot, anything else, you get fined or banned. So we'll wait to see if Haaland gets done for his reaction on the pitch or after the game or for his social media post. Just wait and see. Thanks, Bernard. Thanks for your time this morning, and we'll see you around Blues.